common for teams to not show you what their real intention is early, so you think you're adjusting what they're doing, and then they flip to what they really want to do?
Yeah, it's way too smart for me. I don't see that. And I know as a play caller, we don't do that. Hey, I'm going to call 3 plays in a row and let them think the next one's going to be and then we're going after them. I mean, I think that's a little bit, that's not my mentality, and that's what I meant. I'm not smart enough to, hey, write that.
Hey, finklestein, the king of sports. I said it, write it, quote it, print it, and believe it. All right, Chip Kelly. This guy definitely needs to be exposed. Now, a lot of you think you know a lot about Chip Kelly, and you probably do, but this video is going to show you a little bit even more. Now, Chip Kelly, to me, is one of these guys who talks so super confident, so well, so positive, that it's hard to believe that people like him are full of bullshit. And there are people like this in your life that nobody thinks they're full of crap because they're always so super up and confident and so positive. You know, now for those who don't know Chip Kelly, he was the coach of the Oregon Ducks from 2009 to 2012. He won a Fiesta Bowl, a Rose Bowl, a BCS championship. He was a great offensive genius. Then he comes to the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFL at the pro level, and he goes 26-15 over 3 years. At the end of the third year, he implodes. He fires like 6 or 7 black players for little or no reason, and people started calling him a racist. All right, so this started everything going downhill. But like I say, Chip Kelly is one of those guys that's super confident and talks so well you don't think he's full of crap. You don't believe me? Watch this clip right here. Watch how he shovels the bullshit at the press conference. It's raining bullshit. Watch him at his best.
Thank you, Jeffrey. It's a really exciting time for me.
It's really humbling to stand here as the 19th head coach of the San Francisco 49ers.
The game of football to me is always about relationships, and the game of football to me is about people.
We can see farther today because of the shoulders we stand on of the people that came before us. And
are you kidding me? Stop right there. You actually tried to give that great founding forefather speech and the standing on the shoulders and the... Oh my God. This guy thinks he's Napoleon, I'm telling you. See, this is what I don't like about him. See, and I mentioned earlier that he got rid of 6 black players in his last year there. And one of them was Shady LaShawn McCoy. And this guy was literally 3 years ago the premier running back in all the NFL. And he got rid of him. And the way he did it was so bad that, watch this question, and LaShawn can barely hide his disgust for Chip Kelly. Let it roll.
Chip don't owe me nothing. I don't owe him anything. Simple as that. So for him to say that, that's cool, that's nice. But I mean, I'm not really worried about that.
Lying.
I'm not really worried about that.
Lying.
I'm not really worried about that.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Shady McCoy is lying, but he's not a liar. You have to do this in the NFL. And these are the things you might miss every day. That's why I make videos like this. Watch him. You see, when you see that, see the clenching of the lips, see the clenching that where I come from, when somebody clenches their lips like that, it means they wants to punch you in the mouth. Now, this whole thing of LaShawn McCoy getting traded is old news, but I wanted to illustrate a point of a young man like that being that bitter. It's because Chip Kelly traded him for little or no reason at all, and that's why he's being exposed, because that just damaged a football team that was really on the way to going somewhere. Now, what do you expect from a guy who would post a curfew on his players, grown men? What do you expect from a guy who tried to control their diet? These are big 200, 300-pound men used to eating big double beefy cheeseburgers sitting on the toilet for 20 minutes, blowing out a roll of toilet paper, and he's trying to control their diet. He's a clown, but a rich clown nonetheless. Just how rich? Let's check out Chip Kelly's money. Chip Kelly's net worth is $14 million. His contract with the Eagles was 5 years, $32.5 million. But he had to pay him $13.4 million to leave when they fired him. Now you do the math. That equates out to $32.5 million for 26 wins. That's somewhere around $1,250,000 per win. He's rich. And he basically raped Jeffrey Lurie and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now let's look at his contract with the San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers made Chip Kelly the highest paid coach in their franchise history with a 4-year deal worth $24 million. And maybe rightfully so. After all, Chip Kelly's a genius, right? Let's check out how he's doing in San Francisco. Look at the offense. Never mind. But you know, the defense is stopping a lot of players this year because they're... Okay, never mind. But Chip Kelly's a genius. Look at his offense maybe in this 3rd and 4th situation. You can see that clearly that... Okay, so he's not doing good in San Francisco either. Yes, he's got Colin Kaepernick to deal with, running around trying to be Martin Luther Kaepernick. You know, see, this is bad because his record this year is 1-10. That means his last season with the Eagles and this year with the 49ers, his record is 7-20. This is bad for a guy who started off his first 2 seasons with the Eagles 20-12. Chip. I have a theory about why all this is happening, so allow me to dig just a little bit deeper. You see, Chip, I believe, has nobody to vibe with in his immediate home vicinity that is football. You see, I believe that Chip, football is a culture you have to live in. He does live it when he's around his players. But if you look at his ex-wife or wife there, she doesn't look like he can talk football with him. You look at his girlfriend or girlfriends, he doesn't look like he can talk football with them. Now, he does have a brother. He goes by the name of Kevin Kelly. Not that Kevin Kelly, but this Kevin Kelly, who for some reason looks old enough to be Chip Kelly's father. But that's another story. This guy right here is philosophical and heavy. He's the co-founder of Wire Magazine and heavy, not football. I believe these are just not football people, folks. They're the kind of people who can tell you the difference between a wet wine and a dry wine. Add to the fact that general manager Trent Balk is on the way out, and 8 years ago, Chip Kelly was making $60,000 a year as an assistant at the University of New Hampshire. Maybe things move too fast for him. Maybe he's in over his head. That's why he does stupid stuff like bring in Navy SEALs to be sports nutritionists. So there it is, Chip Kelly exposed. Hopefully he gets just what's coming to him, and pretty soon, hopefully, we'll be seeing this. All right? Well, that's my time, and that's been Chip Kelly Exposed. I'm Abe Finklestein, the King of Sports. I said it, write it, quote it, print it, and believe it. Make sure you share and subscribe. I'll see you next time.
Hey, write that.